What's up, everybody? Welcome to the very second show of Warning Track Power, coming to you once again from the decrepit log cabin that I call my home. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. JD Martinez showing up to camp as drunk Tom Brady, Gary Sanchez, the universal DH, and at the end of the show, I get my ass handed to me in MLB The Show, so let's go. National League pitchers are once again practicing bunting because the universal DH is being held hostage by Major League Baseball until the owners get the expanded playoffs that they want. This is absolutely ridiculous. Nobody wants to see a pitcher hit. Nobody cares about the strategy of the game being in jeopardy because pitchers just can't hit. And it is much more fun to watch a guy like Nelson Cruz take an at-bat than Yu Darvish. This is just absolutely absurd. We are hurting the health of the game of baseball by not having the universal DH. There is no excuse for this. Hopefully, once the new CBA is in place after the anticipated strike, we can get the universal DH thing ironed out. I highly doubt it's going to come without strings from the owners, but I mean, I don't need to see Yu Darvish take at-bats. I don't need to see Masahiro Tanaka sprain both his hamstrings running to home. I don't need to see any of that. Just give me Nelson Cruz and Marcell Ozuna with only a bat in their hands. That's what the people want. Dallas Keuchel shared the absolutely terrible nickname he has for his new teammate Lance Lynn. He calls him Tonka Truck. Listen, Lance Lynn is not the first, nor will he be the last big fella to play Major League Baseball. Tonka Truck is a top 10 worst nickname of all time. Besides that, he calls him Big Boy and Hoss. Hoss I actually don't mind. That sounds like someone like the Mountain from Game of Thrones who could just crush a baseball into mere atoms with his bare hands. That's a good nickname. Tonka Truck, that is the absolute worst nickname I've ever heard. It doesn't even roll off the tongue. Regardless, the Chicago White Sox have a very nice rotation and they are looking great for 2021. They could be the favorites to win the AL Central, and Lance Lynn is going to have a big part in doing that regardless of how stupid his nickname is. Gary Sanchez assured Yankee fans that he is extremely focused on reclaiming his spot as the everyday catcher, but understood why he was benched last year. The Yankees also made it clear that they're going to try to play Garrett Cole and Sanchez together rather than have Kyle Higashioka strictly as Cole's personal catcher. Listen, at the end of the day, 2020 was a completely lost season for Gary Sanchez, and Yankee fans, myself included, are praying that Gary can recapture just a fraction of the potential we saw in him during the first couple years in his career, because if he can, he could be the best offensive catcher in Major League Baseball. JD Martinez showed up to Red Sox camp wearing a drunk Tom Brady shirt while dressed like drunk Tom Brady. It's nice to see him finally having fun again. He had an absolutely brutal 2020 season with a just 680 OPS, and the Red Sox had just as brutal of a year. So if he's going to start having fun, if he's going to start hitting again, that is a great sign for the Red Sox going forward. Shane Bieber has arrived at Cleveland's camp after battling COVID over the winter. This is a great sign. Shane Bieber is one of the best pitchers in baseball. Last year, he was the runaway American League Cy Young winner, and we are very much looking forward to seeing him pitch again in 2021. Alternatively, Jay Happ tested positive for COVID during the intake for Twins camp. He is going to separate from the team, undergo some more testing and quarantine. Hopefully he can come back healthy by the time the season starts, because he is looking for a little bit of a renaissance in Minnesota. All right, everybody, this is going to be the very first installment of a new segment called Did I Win in MLB The Show today? I'm just going to go ahead and spoil it in advance. I did not win. In fact, the gentleman I was playing against threw a perfect game against me. So this is just going to be mostly highlights of me striking out and then him hitting home runs. So it didn't go well, and much like the show, there is only room to go up. So let's get started. Yep, Kenny Lofton, right off the bat, a nice ground ball. This is when I still thought I had a chance at this point because I had made contact against Lefty Grove, and Lefty Grove is, he's gassing 102 and throwing a forkball that I can't even see. So yeah, there's 3 outs in the very first inning, and this is where I should have known that something was wrong. Mickey Mantle tries to lay down a bunt and then just ghosts through the tag. And he's safe at first. What is that? That's absurd. So yeah, I'm making okay contact. At this point, I'm thinking, hey, later in the game, once I get adjusted to this, maybe I can still get to him. I'm popping up. I haven't gotten anything into the outfield yet. I honestly don't think I got anything into the outfield all game. Yep, that's an ugly swing. Yep, that's a strikeout. And another strikeout. This is the rough part of the game. This is just mostly strikeouts. apparently hitting 102 from a left-handed pitcher is not good. And yeah, there's Freddie Freeman absolutely lifting off onto me, diving into the wall for absolutely no reason, because I don't actually know how to try to rob a home run. Because that was the best that I could do. Freddie Freeman just teed off on me. Oh, there's almost another single. There's another easy ground ball to first base and strikeout. It's just, it's ugly. What was I even swinging at there? There was no chance on earth that was ever a strike. This one, I thought I might have had a chance because it was a slow roller, but David Ortiz is maybe the slowest person in the entire game. Yeah, and then here's strikeouts, strikeouts, strikeouts. Oh, no, that's a grounder. Look at that. So far I haven't struck out the side, I think. Maybe one time. That's not bad contact. I'm at least putting the ball in play against Lefty Grove, who just completely dominated me. That's 2 ground balls in 1 inning. That's improvement in my eyes. And, yep, there's 101 for a strikeout, 102 for a strikeout. Curveball that I never had any chance of hitting. And 102 for a strikeout. And, of course, then there's Babe Ruth. What am I supposed to do when I'm playing against somebody who has, prime Babe Ruth in his lineup? How am I supposed to get that guy out? His strikeout zone is just entirely hot spots. That time I thought I had a chance. Bo Bichette almost made it to first. Maybe Kenny Lofton would have got there, but it's just no go. And the rest of this game is just going to be ugly, ugly, ugly. That's 101 in fucking Jupiter. Couldn't have hit that. Yep, 102 in Jupiter again. That's nothing. And yep, there it is. The perfect game. I got no hit in MLB The Show for my very first segment of Did I Win in MLB The Show this week. Everybody's celebrating. That guy was way better than me. I've never had a chance in hell of hitting Lefty Grove. Just ugly stuff. Just absolutely ugly stuff. Watching the other team celebrate a perfect game against you when you couldn't even get one single hit. Ugh. He didn't even throw too many pitches. I think he threw 70-something pitches. Yeah, 9 innings, 18 strikeouts. 18 strikeouts is very ugly. So, no, I did not win in MLB The Show today. I'm going to try again. I'm going to try again tomorrow, and we'll see. Maybe I win tomorrow. It's ugly. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I'm sorry that I am so bad at the show. I honestly thought that video was going to go a lot better, but I guess it's also pretty good content to get no hit, so it is what it is. Make sure you like and subscribe because I want to make money off this, so let's get that going. Thank you all again. See you tomorrow.